Hey there folks, welcome to the Auto Universe. In today's news, we are going to give you the latest information of a 1,577 horsepower car tribute to the Bugatti EB110, the Bugatti Centodieci. Centodieci. I don't really know how to pronounce this car. But before we jump into the news, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to keep you up to date with the latest auto news and reviews. Now, let's get right into the news. Going back to the teasers that Bugatti make, our presumption was it's the car that pays tributes to the Bugatti EB110. How do we know exactly? Judging by Bugatti's teaser images and how millionaires salivate over abstract art installations. The EB110 was designed by Marcello Gandini and businessman Romano Artioli, built in Modena starting 1991, was a short-lived revival of the French-Italian brand's illustrious prewar heritage. Just 128 cars squeaked out of the factory through 1995, when the company again folded as it has twice in the 1950s. A 280 miles per hour top speed made it the world's fastest production car. Was the quad-turbo V12 with 5 valves per cylinder, upward of 600 horsepower and all-wheel drive previewed what hypercars would offer in the future days. Now, 1,577 horsepower later, the Bugatti Centodieci rises as the rightful heir to the throne. So what does it cost to own this piece of complex engineering mixed with a classic taste? First of all, you have to be a billionaire or a millionaire at least. And second of all, you're too late, because 10 copies of these cars have already sold with a price tag starting at $8 million. So yeah. The weird thing is, if automakers often turn to past glories to draw inspirations for new models, the EB110 has never been regarded as a success. The Bugatti brand has been lying dormant for decades before it was revived by Italian businessman Romano Artioli in the late 1980s. Then it went into bankruptcy until the Volkswagen took over the company. The Centodieci's design incorporates many themes taken from the EB110, although without ever coming close to being a pastiche of its predecessor. At the front is a similar grey graphics and windshield that wraps around an invisible A-pillar. On the side of the car, a new air intake incorporating 5 apertures in the same patterns as those of the EB110. And at the rear, the exhaust tailpipes are stacked 2 by 2 within the huge diffuser. Although limited in scope, the mechanical changes are still sufficient to make the Centodieci the quickest accelerating Bugatti so far. The 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine has been retuned to deliver 1,577 horsepower, up from the Chiron's 1,478 horsepower, and weight has been reduced by a modest 44 pounds. Bugatti claims a 2.4 seconds 0 to 62 miles per hour, a 6.1 seconds 0 to 124 miles per hour time, and 13.1 seconds 0 to 186 miles per hour time. The last of these benchmarks is a 0.5 seconds improvement over the Chiron.